Hi guys, welcome back.
So we realized we were so excited to get information out, get some content out, that we forgot to introduce ourselves.
Who are you women? Who are you guys?
So just like women, we just jumped into the conversation, Insta friends, and realized, hey, you might need to know my name.
Yeah. I guess we can start with who we are individually.
Yeah.
So yes, my name is Kat Brancherman. Full name is Catherine, but I grew up wanting a nickname and didn't realize I had one built in, like, you know.
Already.
So
Yes.
I go by Kat, also because people like to give me Kathy, Kathleen, Kiki, Katie, and I'm just like, listen, it's just a black cat. You can remember that.
Wow.
I'm from Long Beach, California. I am married. I am a mother of two, and I am a talker. I'm a talker. I'm an empath. I'm a thinker, I'm a strategist, I'm a lot of things, but that kind of sums it all up.
Hi, I'm Loni Chavez. I am married to a wonderful husband, and I have a 1-year-old son. Been married 4 years. I am originally from Oakland, California.
I just saw somebody dancing when you said that. Like,
hey,
oh
yeah.
God. Okay, so I guess we can jump into our credentials. So I have a bachelor's degree in communications, radio, television. I thought I was going that route. I guess I'm here, you know. I have a master's of science in human services. I have about 6 years in the youth ministry and young adult ministry. Young adult ministry, leading those groups and facilitating, you know, just being mentors over people's lives. Also worked a lot in nonprofit sectors, whether it was a park or actual nonprofit. Like our ethnicity or racial background is kind of ambiguous. I'm an Afro-Latina, I guess you would say, and over here, I'll let her get into that because you would have never known who her grandma is.
So yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I have a master's in counseling psychology. I have done over 10 years in youth ministry, working with young adults because once they grow up, you still have that connection. So I have a little bit of that mentoring. Absolutely. I've worked in nonprofits as well, things from colleges to churches. I've done trainings, group trainings for people in ministry. Relationship coaching, helping marriages thrive, be more healthy. I also work with parents to help them communicate with their children and keep the lines of communication open both ways.
Published author.
Yes, I published an article.
Published author. We have.
Yes, absolutely. On my mother's side, that's it. On my dad's side, my dad's easier. Okay, so he's from Texas, so he is African American, and then my mom's side, her dad is Creole, and her mother is English, and not just, you know, an African with the English
Queen
accent.
Elizabeth is in the pictures. I was like, who is this lady? Definitely.
My friends are so disrespectful because I posted a picture of me hugging my grandmother, who I love so much. And
when was you at the home doing charity work? That's my grandma.
Exactly.
What? But that's important because it really helps give perspective when we're dealing with young adults and adults alike whose mindsets are kind of stuck on a one-track kind of way of thinking. Having people in her family to say, well, my grandma's white, now what, you know.
So you can't write off everyone.
Absolutely.
I saw the full spectrum of my family being all mixed up, and even speaking to the biracial experience of my mom and my aunts and uncles. My mom's a twin. She was born the second set of twins. My grandmother had 2 sets of twins and 10 children in total, and so just understanding their experience as, you know, being mixed kids in a predominantly black neighborhood, really grown when I realized and connect the dots that, oh, that's the reason why Grandpa never went back to Louisiana, which he was originally from. It's because he couldn't. He married a white lady and he would have been killed. And so it's like, whoa, like when you realize history's not that far off.
It's really not.
You can touch history if you actually pay attention to it.
Yeah, and I know as for me, I did not grow up with my father. Later on when I got older, I found him and realized although he's a black man, his first language is Spanish. So being able to understand more of my Panamanian side, understanding and being able to be a part of something. So as a black woman, being excited that, wow, like I have a piece of something. I think sometimes we don't we are not honest enough to say, well, I would love to know my roots and where I come from and be proud of something like I see other cultures do. We gotta just brush it off, or maybe we don't have the space for it. But I think that our racial background, and also my mother, she's number 19 of 20. My mother is the 19th girl, same grandfather, same grandmother, and she was born in 48. So right now, all of my aunts are 70 and above, and all of my uncles are 70 and above, well, the ones that are still living. And hearing stories of, well, we traveled, we didn't drive at night because we would have been killed. Like, I'm 30, it's not that far off. And so just this whole context of our education and background and race and ethnicity and personal experiences have given us a really unique vantage point to speak from. So
I think a little bit also just to share our strengths. I think that's important too. So one of my strengths is individualization, and that means that I can see the individual for who they are, their unique bent. I don't put everyone in a box. I can understand your limitations. I can understand your wishes that are separate from mine. And that coincides with my next thing, which is connectedness and communication. So I can see how, even though you're different from me, I can see how we're connected. And I can see how your choices can affect even my grandchildren, you know, like, because I see how it's all connected together. That's also intertwined with my faith, because I believe that God's hand is over all of these things. So being able to see that, but then also communicate it, to be able to hear people. So I think that that's one thing that makes me a good teacher, which is also another thing that I have. I also teach on the collegiate level. I think that what also makes me effective is I'm okay if I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me. Like, no, you didn't get that right. Okay, well, explain it to me again. I want to try harder to understand. And I think that helps me even in the relationship coaching and helping parents with their children as well. And then I'm also strategic. So that's where we connect, because we're both strategic, and sometimes we stay up until
too strategic.
Until 4 in the morning.
Cure the world?
Exactly.
My number one strength is empathy, which is great, but sometimes in a group setting, when you're calling out your strengths, nobody sees that as a strength. It's like, stay away from the weirdo over there feeling all the feelings. And so I absolutely do. I am extremely spiritual, and I just can feel the emotions, and sometimes it's mental too, like psychologically, like, ooh, I can tell just by what you're doing and your answers that you're in this space of you know, being bound or whatnot. But my number one strength is empathy. I'm an empath, and so sometimes I have to call her, and I'm boo-hooing on the phone, and she's like, all right, girl, like, get it out.
And I have empathy too, but mine's is lower down on my list. Like, it's not my number one. Hers is her number one. So it is always it's extreme. Sometimes it's an overdrive.
It is. And so, which is great to have somebody who is opposite of me that can kind of anchor me, like, come on back. You know, what you're feeling is not you. That's your empathy kicking in. And we'll talk about that in another video. But my second one,
which is also her husband too.
Yes.
So shout out to Lynn.
So the two people that kind of like anchor me down are not super empathetic. So just a little shout out for anybody. You can't have a group of empathetic people. You guys would be crazy. So you might want to evaluate it. Maybe everybody, you and your friends, do strength finders. So you can see who can get kicked out of the group. Like, we only got one crazy. We don't need both of us here. You know, Tyrion, like, get up. Anyway, my second strength is communication, which is why we bond very well together. We're so 7 steps ahead that she'll say something, the joke will play in my mind, it's playing in her mind, and then we'll say it together, we'll cackle, and the whole room is like, what are you? We are so connected and can communicate so well, it's sickening.
Bad.
So, but it's also really, really beautiful because it's important for somebody to be able to get you. Strategy is my third, extremely strategic as far as putting together solutions. So like, I always describe it as Iron Man when Tony Stark has a suit on, the operating system is called Jeeves, and he's moving it around, doing it. I see stuff like that.
Absolutely. And she's not joking.
I'm not joking.
Like, that's really how she operates.
And it's kind of embarrassing because when people don't know you, it's like,
you're a weirdo.
You've been thinking about me all night. Like, it actually just came to me. Like, let's fix your life.
And
so,
which is why she's effective.
I am
helping people with their life problems. CatBranchman.com.
And then fourth and fifth is belief and positivity as my fourth and fifth strength. It's funny because the positivity one I remember I forgot about. I couldn't remember what it was. And somebody at
that
church,
was a season.
I was going through some things. So our strengths really complement each other, and as although some of them are the same, there's a lot of them that are different, and we are a great balance as far as how we interact with groups and people. I mean, even when we're tag teaming one person, it's like what, tennis or something? It's just like this flow that we do where I'm going in on one thing, and then she'll come with a completely different aspect, topic with information, I'm like, that's
then
good.
They coincide.
No,
like,
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
It's gold. It's gold.
Yeah. So that's what we hope to do here. So we'll have different topics. But the heart of this is to actually just invite you into this relationship. Yes. We really were inspired by the fact that a lot of people asked us, how do you guys have this relationship? That we hear a lot that people don't have, like, real friends, or, they don't trust people. And so we wanted to put some positivity out there. We wanted to show people that there are healthy relationships. Yes. There are people that will root for you even when you're scared to root for yourself. But yeah, we invite you in.
Yes.
To this relationship, so that we can inspire you to go out and build and grow with another individual.
What would have been something that was like it's a deal breaker as far as like I can't be friends with you? Like, what would be something that is just like there's no negotiating?
Definitely someone who was a little too friendly with my man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I'm still from Oakland. Someone who lies on me. Someone who has all the tea on me, like, oh, they were saying this and they were saying that, like, but they was too comfortable talking about it around you. So what's up? You know what I mean? So there's people that I'm still friends with, but they don't have full access, if that makes sense. So it's like, oh, okay, I see you.
They have to pay to get in the club. I'm just walking in. Matter of fact, I'm in the back counting money.
Yeah,
okay, I'm counting the till.
Okay, get to counting. Okay, no, but like, so they're still like, we still engage, but I'm not giving you the same level of commitment I do to someone I know I can trust with my full heart. So someone who would be in that category is someone who I recognize that you don't see me. You only see a certain aspect of me, and you took that and you went running with it. You know what I mean? Like, so there's that. And the sometiminess. So like, we cool sometimes,
and then you see it again, it's like, I can't. Okay, so for me, lying, I can't do it. Lying and fakeness, anything about, if you're not authentic, and it's because when I was younger, I could never fake the funk to get into the group. So I feel like if I gotta be real and be a bum, you gotta be real. The other thing is, this is so crazy, I never thought about it, but you have to fight for me. If you don't have my back, you are the scum of the earth.
Let me just tell
nothing
you,
to talk about.
My family just got bumped up even higher in her book because she sent out an SOS, and my husband was like, I'm on my way.
So I have this feature where if I'm in danger, I can push a button 3 times and it'll send out a text to my closest family members. So I'm like, what? I look at my phone was beeping red, sending out my GPS location. Her husband texts me, I'm on my way. So I call him like, bro, I'm cool. And it doesn't help that her husband is half Panamanian too.
No,
so I mean,
which is why they like each other.
Right. So yeah, we're just all connected in a weird way. But the point is, you gotta be there for me. If you're not there for me, like, I don't want no parts of you. Yeah. And let me tell you why she is my best friend. Some people are comfortable with that, because one day at my job I was having some trouble. This nut was gonna call up to the job and fake like she was my attorney to talk to the owner because of some stuff that was going on. But that sealed it for me. Like, like you gonna
they needed to know.
You gonna catch a fraud charge? Hell yeah, that's my best friend. This is Dr. Attorney Esquire. Girl. So yeah.
Hey man, I was emotional.
We was all
heck of far away. Like,
different
so
states. I don't even in the same state. I live in another state. Okay. And
humor.
Yeah.
If you didn't get my humor, we
there's
can't
nothing
get close.
we can do for There's nothing I can do for you. So
absolutely.
They get along. So our family little get-togethers are ridiculous. We will talk for hours. Like our kids are like, y'all ready to go? Sit down somewhere. Like,
I come in here and do that dance. That's it. One of the two.
And then also I need you to like to be able to be with me in the hard stuff. There's a lot of people who leech on us, or we just pour into, is a nice way of saying it, that can't pour back into us, so they leave us drained and depleted. So to have somebody who has all those qualities but can call me up and pour into me and then be okay that I don't have anything to give her in that moment, you're not gonna find that too many places. So
like,
I'm gonna do my daughter's hair.
Real friends,
come on, let's do it.
Because real friends should help you out, especially if you stole their hair.
I stole it, and you know what? if that's the case, she can braid hair. She need to do my daughter hair.
You
she always talking about my daughter, my baby. Well, let me come on and get some of this responsibility, okay? Take care of your child and do her hair.
I am slow, you guys. When I braid, I am very slow. She's quick.
I ain't going nowhere, baby.
She can do all these patterns.
I got 36 hours free.
One style, you guys.
That's all my baby needs, because my baby got some hair. She has our hair, okay?
God.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, one last thing.
Yes.
Somebody who can cheer for you too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you think like people will talk about like, you know, I need somebody through the rough time. And you get people that love to be in the rough time with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
they
there.
Feed off of it.
Yeah, we struggling. Team shrug. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to stay here.
Right.
Like I'm not trying to build a home here. Yeah, like that's it. Yeah. And then when things start going well for you, you can't share that. Like that was like growing up for me, I couldn't share certain things with my group of friends because they would feel like, you know, oh, you know what I mean? Like some type of way. Like, so that was hard for me. And in my family, certain things, it was like,
can't say
you know,
that.
like, it's like,
you know, another thing, somebody who can really like hype you up. Like, this is my hype man. My husband's my hype man, but this is a different hype man.
Yeah.
Like, oh
get out there. I'm like, why not? You can do it. Oh my gosh, I get excited. I'll call her up. Yeah. I call her up like, we have 13 days until your event. Okay, bye.
No, she did. And I'm like, no, you gotta have some people. And honestly, the things that we found in each other can most definitely be negotiated on and groomed in a friendship. Yes. So these things can definitely be found in a friend, planted, groomed. There were things in each of us that weren't there 20 years ago when we first met each other. So yeah.
I gotta go.
No, she has to go. My godson is crying, and the point of it is that this is real friendship.
This is real friendship.
Is how it works.
This is real life.
Yes.
This is being a mompreneur.
Yeah. So love you guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Like, subscribe,
and share.
comment. Send it to somebody. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.